I'm in my zone. I woke up today, feeling brand new, nothing in my way. Sun gon' shine, yeah, it's here to stay. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. Hey, I'm feeling free. Everybody watch, I'm doing me. Go ahead and look, cause you gon' see that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, just doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm in my zone. I'm in my zone. I'm doing me, yeah, doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, doing me. I'm doing me, yeah, I'm doing me. I woke up today, feeling brand new, nothing in my way. Sun gon' shine, yeah, it's here to stay. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. Hey, I'm feeling free. Everybody watch, I'm doing me. Go ahead and look, cause you gon' see that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. Yeah, I'm in my zone. Everybody watch, you gon' see. Everybody, I'm doing me. I'm in my zone.
I've been talking in my sleep, I'm running deep, training till dusk. I've been playing hard to beat, I feel the heat, it's never enough. I was waiting till the sky had fallen, had my back till I could hear my calling. To the bottom, feel me in the drumming. To the flames, we're champions to rise. The wind and destiny is calling. Like the fire, victory is falling. On the podium, when we start humming, hear the echoes glowing every dust. I've been chasing every dream to the extreme, the essence of trust. I've been reaching for the stars, raising bars in the name of the just. I was waiting till the sky had fallen, had my back till I could hear my calling. To the bottom, feel me in the drumming. To the flames, we're champions to rise. The wind and destiny is calling. Like the fire, victory is falling.
Pittsburgh Penguins win. And I know my mic. Hold on, everyone. That was the one thing I forgot. I think we're good now.
Good now? Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nice.
Well, you got to switch it up. You got to get set up. My wife was just streaming video games. So we literally had 4 minutes. So I went live and we had 4 minutes to switch. So she streams from this, our gaming desk is what we call it. So she was just streaming and I was like,
Nice.
I kind of have to go live. So we had 4 minutes. Yeah. So we had 4 minutes to go in and out. And we got it. So I forgot to do that. But
yeah. Well, and I was late because
welcome Penguin Swift Wrestling on Twitter. Go ahead, Josh. Sorry.
A whole bunch of nonsense with tonight's game, being the fact that it was ESPN Plus only. We don't have that streaming service, so trying to find a stream. You provided me with one.
Illegal,
but I can
stream.
Sure. However, I was never live. I was never even with everyone. So Discord, shout out our Discord, discord.com/the Penguins Collective. I had to mute you guys because I was getting spoiled with things.
They were letting everyone know.
Soon as I found out that they tied up the game. As soon as they tied up the game, I was like, you know what? Muting this. So got off of Discord, and I'm glad you were kind of, delayed getting here because I was too, because I didn't realize that everyone was done already. Like, I got on here and I saw that you were already live and everything, and I'm like,
we run a high-end.
Oh shoot, because well, and the fact that I was delayed here, I didn't know.
Hey,
but
we always say after the final horn we go live. So I was literally in my living room, setting it up.
But my horn was after everyone else's.
I guess everything is, situational. Josh, situations are situational. Thanks everyone who's watching right now, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter, X, formerly known as Twitter. Thank you so much for joining us. My name's Louie.
I'm Josh.
This is the Penguins Collective. Welcome to the show.
It's Crosby on Trinidad shots. Penguins win it!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
We're a collective.
The Pittsburgh Penguins beat the Washington Capitals 4-2. And Josh, I gotta say something. I said something last night on our back-to-back. I said panic button is hit. I'm freaking out.
I was gonna say you said a lot last night. So where are we going?
I feel the same.
Okay.
I feel the same. And we want to know what you guys think. How you feel after this game? Does this change? There was a lot of mention of Coach Sullivan being fired. Erik Karlsson, should he be let go or whatever the situation may be? A lot of things were brought up last night, not only on our podcast, but all over the Penguins Twitterverse. And Karlsson played a little bit better tonight, which is great. That's good. You want to see that from him. But once again, there was still a little. Okay, I'm glad we played well. I'm glad we won. But why? Why is there a barricade still? Second period, dead again. It was just. It's what is going on. It's the Capitals, not the greatest team out there. It's not the Canes. But Josh, we look pretty good. But there's still that nagging voice in my head saying, we're not there. We're not there. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, and that's obviously because of the second period. The same bugaboos that have been bothering us all season, they all came out in the second period. And the late first period when the Capitals started making that, started scoring, and just things started unraveling for us. Same things, odd man rushes, poor defense. You can kind of, like, everyone kind of saw Carlson against that Rasmus, I think was his name, goal. He the guy on ESPN said it. He got skinny. He got skinny when he should have just stayed wide and put stick on puck. If he put stick on puck, we have a redirect, no official shot on net. So, I hate nitpicking certain plays because, it's like the butterfly effect. Okay, if he blocked that, do they ever score again? Maybe not. But do they end up scoring 4 more times? I don't know. We never know. But, however, we bounced back. We played a really good third. I felt like we played good. That was probably our best.
Let me clarify. We played a really good second half of the third period.
Yeah, that's fair.
The first 10 minutes of third period.
Overall third, don't you feel like boring. that was probably our best third of the whole season?
Yes, it was the best wrapping up of a game that we've seen.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. That's a good way to phrase it, because that's the thing. We essentially lost our 2-0 lead again. So, I mean, but the fact is we won this time. We held on, came away with the win. Well, I shouldn't say we held on. We bounced back because they tied it 2-2, and we came back. And there were some nice flashes throughout the game,
Yeah.
More shots on power play that I noticed. Penalty kill again, looking strong. I texted you. That Bunting goal was wild. Beautiful, beautiful saucy pass by Carlson. One hand redirect, top shelf by
no one really talked
Bunting.
about the one hand situation.
Yeah, it was one hand.
Yeah, which is really good. Really good.
And I mean, Carlson's goal was nice for him to be, kind of doing what he was brought in here for, be that offense on the defensive side. And then, the biggest issue we've had all season, goaltending. Blomqvist looked pretty good. Looked pretty good tonight.
Yeah, he really did. For someone who hasn't played in 5-6 games, coming in
almost a full week
on a back-to-back, and not only play well but keep us in the game. There was so many opportunities that the Capitals could have scored that would change the whole direction of this game. Blom really kept us really tight tonight, which was really good. There was moments in the second period, especially, but in the start of the third, where there was a lot of moments where if they scored, it was going to be the same old story, the unraveling of the Penguins, us not keeping it up. But, man, he really did keep us in this game. Him as well as Noel Achari, Carlson. I know he started off really well. He ventured off a little bit, but he eventually played really well. Malkin.
I felt like Drew O'Connor had a good game.
Drew O'Connor, he got promoted in the third period. Sullivan switched up the lines going into the third. Doc, Malkin's place in the first lineup. So it was Sid, Doc, and Raquel, with Rust, Bunting, and Malkin on the second line, which I thought was really good. And I don't know who the commentator was, but he worded it really well. They're spacing it out. And I was like, that's good. That's a good way to phrase it. Not that we're going back to normal, but we're spacing out the talent just in this game. Just this game. Just keep the lines going. I fully expect next game they'll be back on the same line, but I digress.
Just a quick comment on the line change. Once they did that, they shortened the bench. He only went 3 lines. So I think that was another reason why to do it, to keep everyone fresh. So now you have Malkin back on the second line, fresh, more ready to go than it is when he's on the top line. He can play more minutes. The second line can play more minutes because now they have Malkin back on there. It felt like it was essentially do or die by Sullivan to do that.
Yeah, I think we talked about it. Maybe there was a little pressure of am I keeping my job if we lose this game? If we blow this lead. And I think that was that's still going to go on. They did mention that we're only a couple of points away from a playoff spot currently. But it is the Penguins. It's not like we're going to go skyrocket from here on out. We still have a tough month ahead of us. But hey, it was a good game. It was a good game. This is one of those games that should be the normal for the Penguins.
Yes.
This should be an easy win. All right, move on. But it's sad that it's a highlight in this season where it's like, oh, we played well and people did their jobs. Look, this is what happens when they do their job. And you're like, we should expect this every single game, but unfortunately it doesn't happen like that.
And it should be a highlight because coming into this, not only because we just got blown out by the Hurricanes last night, but it was expected for us to lose because of how well the Capitals have been playing lately. And, Ovechkin's been on a tear, and the fact that we held him, he was still on his still in his circle, still in his little wing over there, but we were able to shut him down. I felt like Drew O'Connor had a couple nice blocks on him. Noel Chari had one. We played. I felt like we played really well against, Ovechkin's kind of go-to move of the one-time slapper from the circle over there. So I hear what you're saying, but I feel like because we won, regardless of the other circumstances of our play and coming from being blown out 5-1. I think that you can actually put a little star on this game because of the fact of Capitals playing so well at the start of the year.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great point. It's just I'm talking from the Penguin sense, not the opponent, as in this should be this should be our norm, the way we played. It shouldn't matter who we're playing. I'm not saying, Caps mark it off as a win. I'm saying, the way we played tonight should have been the norm.
Gotcha.
Wow, 2 lines deep, 3 lines deep. Defense is actually producing, and goaltending looks solid, and we were a lot more disciplined with our penalties, and it was just stuff like that where you're like, this should be normal. This shouldn't be a highlight game. I get it. It's prime time. OV, Sid, I get it. But I'm just trying to say the way we played should have been the norm for the past 16 games. And unfortunately, man, yes, it was nice, but I'm being very pessimistic right now. We have a long road to a successful season. So I'm not going to be super happy. It was a bounce back win. Cool. We still have to answer the questions that arose from last night. It's not like, oh, wow, what a turnaround. The answers are here. This is a playoff team. Let's get ready. Here's what we're going to do from here on out. None of the questions that we asked last night were answered today. It was just a matter of, wow, they played consistently. Good. That was expected of you. Let's move on and keep on playing consistently. So that's where I'm at mentally. Go ahead,
Louie. Just one question I have in response to what you're saying. Yesterday, you were talking about leadership, voices being heard, not heard.
Oh yeah, I know where you're going.
It was talked about on ESPN during the broadcast. Did you dislike?
Love it.
Where Crosby was coming from,
Love
I think
it.
in the second period.
Second period, it was later in the second, or early in the third. I think it was.
Yeah,
either
I
or.
forget. Yeah, I forget which one it
And
is.
the
They kind of all blur to
commentators-
me.
Yeah, I know. When you're watching it, it's
Yeah.
just a whole game, which I get.
Yeah.
But the commentator said Sidney Crosby was just freaking out on the bench. And that was the words they used. He freaked out on the bench. He was the only one yelling. He was the only one speaking. And what did I say?
Slammed the door. He slammed the door too.
Do something. Like, and I'm sure that's where he's at. You know, this doesn't even compare, but maybe you can relate. I was playing Call of Duty today, Josh, and I was the only one doing anything on my team. Okay, so we would enter in a room. I take out a couple guys, and I get taken out by one dude where
Behind
the
you.
other people with me should have taken him out. And I'm like, come on. I'm the only one doing something. You had one guy to take care of, and that's probably how Sid feels. Guys, I'm literally doing everything. I'm skating 200 feet every single shift. For the love of God, keep the puck in the zone. I can't keep on doing this. And we mentioned it yesterday after the game. They need this. They need the kick in the pants. They're professional athletes, and I'm so happy Sid is taking the initiative and saying, guys, play better. Stop being so complacent. Stop being so lackluster. Like, come on. And it's just frustrating that the fact that Sid has to yell, which we should have had that from the locker room, which we don't know. I would like to say we don't know. We can't confirm nor deny if Mike Sullivan isn't screaming his head off in between periods. We don't know that. But he comes out pretty calm in between periods, so I doubt he is.
He leaves very calm too.
He leaves very calm. But I will say, Sid yelling, keeping them accountable, love it. Not only that, Gino had a little pep in his step after that. So I would like to say, I think Sid is kind of, taking the charge, which I love. He wears the C for a reason. The commentator also mentioned that when he does speak, it carries more weight.
Yeah. He said it carries the weight of a bag full of anvils.
I know. It's like,
that's
dude.
Such a Canadian analogy.
Yeah, it really is. And speaking of, really quick, our stream that we were watching legally was from SN. So,
Sportsnet. Yeah, all the commercials. I was like,
God.
oh, this is cool, and then I was like, oh wait, never mind. This is just Canada.
Yes, it's not. It's just Canada. How many Canadian Tire commercials am I going to see?
Yeah.
Which I thought it was a gas station. Man, was I wrong?
Yeah, it's like a Walmart.
Woman, yeah, I didn't know that. So I thought it was just like a very famous gas station.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not. It's big. Like they were talking about Christmas, and she was like getting Legos like off these big shelves, and I was like, that's not a gas station. I was like, what are we doing? Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very Canadian of the commentator. I don't think he's that quiet. I think I'll disagree with what he was saying. Like, oh, when he speaks, it carries because he doesn't really open his mouth. I'm like, no, he's pretty vocal on the bench.
No, yeah,
it's
I don't think
not
that's
like
what he meant by
him
that.
Yelling.
No, I think he meant in terms of who he is, the fact that he's the captain, his resume, everything that stands behind the name of Sidney Crosby. I don't think it has anything to do with the fact that he's a mild speaking man, and when
See that, yeah, that's how I took it.
Yeah, I think it's just the fact of who he is. So when he speaks, you listen.
Yeah.
Speak softly, carry a big stick.
Yeah, nice, Josh. Like that. Really like that.
And
yeah,
it's
but Sidney Crosby,
actually kind of literal and figurative.
Yeah,
in this case,
because it's hockey carries a stick, and yeah, we got it. But no, when Sidney Crosby does speak, and when he yells, I'm pumped. It gets me pumped as well. When I heard that, because I was sitting on the couch, tweeting out the game, and what they said, oh, Sidney Crosby just yelled, I immediately was like, let me sing. I want to see And they didn't show it, I don't
Yeah,
think.
they didn't. That's bad on
So,
ESPN to
that
not have a
once again,
camera shot.
ESPN is absolutely trash. Can we just acknowledge that? Hey guys, if a game is scheduled at 7:30, I'm expecting that the stuff is going to happen before the puck drop at 7:30. Not, oh, it's 7:30. Here's a whole presentation. Whoa. No.
Yeah.
You said 7:30. That's when the puck drops. You guys do it with the NFL. You do it with the NBA. Tip off, kickoff, 7:05. Guess what, Josh? Not a second later is it 7:05 or what is it? Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football. They say what is it? 8:20 or whatever.
Yeah,
Or-
that's right. It is. You're right. It's like a weird
It's like-
time, but yet they
It's
still
like
start at that
8:20,
time.
and they
Yeah.
go, oh, and we're off. And I'm looking at my watch. I'm like, oh, 8:19. Wow, good job, NFL. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, way to go. Hockey's like, we start at 7. All right, and the puck drop is at 7:23. Here we go, guys. Everyone's good. And I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? Anyway, that's my little rant on ESPN. You suck. Anyway. Yeah, so ESPN, absolutely horrible coverage. I wanted to see Sid freak out, slam the boards, yell at the players. You know, like that's what I want to see. I want to see my captain being a captain. I know Sid. I think this is from Sid. He doesn't like behind the scenes stuff. Here's why. And I don't think ESPN gives a crap. So I don't think that's not why they showed it. But whenever he has the helmet after a game, they never show the video. They only take pictures.
Oh, I don't think I ever
So-
noticed that.
So, you know, like the helmet of the game?
Yeah.
So they'll give it or like a thing. It's always a video, right? Oh, speech. You
Yeah.
know, like you hear that.
Yeah.
And they
Oh,
go,
good game, boys. Let's keep it going. Yeah.
you guys going there, like, yeah, all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. But when Sid gets it, no video.
Huh.
And I've noticed that. So I was like, when they said they didn't really have video of him freaking out, I was like, you know what? Sid doesn't like that stuff. And which
Yeah.
is cool. But man, I wanted to see him freak out. It was really nice. But Josh,
Yeah.
I really do like it. Let's get into the comments. What did you guys think of tonight's game?
Before you throw up the first one, I want to throw up
Yeah.
this one before
Okay.
you. I know we're like way into the stream now, but are we good?
Yeah. Are we
Am I-
good, chat? Are we
Am I
good,
normal? Am I normal now? Because it does. For me, I'm fine. Louie's
For me,
fine.
you're good. Yeah.
Okay, so I
think you're good. I think you're
Okay.
good. You've been,
All
Josh, that was one of the very first comments. So you've been holding on to that
Yeah,
for a hot
yeah, I
minute.
have.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I didn't know where to put it in. So
Yeah. Penguins, Swift, wrestling. Those are your interests, I'm assuming. So Penguins, Taylor Swift, and wrestling. Wild combo. Gonna be honest. Wild combo.
I'm curious. What is the Swift? Is it Taylor Swift?
It's gotta be.
Right.
What other Swift?
Good point. Good point.
So Penguins, Taylor Swift, and wrestling. Usually the Penguins and the wrestling, that I was like, yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of Yinzers that love that, but throwing Taylor
Yeah.
Swift looks like a little wild card. Anyway, he says, I don't know. I'm just going off of Taylor Swift, so you may be
Female.
put as a girl. Yeah. She says EK still stinks. Yeah, he's got 2 points. I did see that his plus minus went down even worse after he got 2 points, which is wild. It's very hard to do that. So kudos
He was literally
on
he was literally the sole defender on both goal scorers for the Capitals. So it's
I know.
crazy.
I know. I feel bad because like I went off on him yesterday.
And it's
And,
not your first time doing that either.
I know. but I felt bad for him. But when he scored, I tweeted, I was like, please forgive me, Eric Carlson.
Like,
it was a
all
good
right.
goal. It was a good goal. I really liked it. But
Yeah, and like
Um,
I love doing this, and we have a great following. But like, let's be honest. Do you really think Eric Carlson heard you? Come
I'll say yes, Josh. You know why?
on.
Because we're the best Penguins podcast out there.
Well, hey, I mean, Kyle in the chat, every time he hypes us up, he always says the best Penguins podcast in the entire world.
Wow.
Yeah.
And AB yesterday when he was on our
AB's praise. Woo.
he was like, I was hyping you guys up to Penguins fans. I was like, dude, that's the way to go.
Gift cards in the mail.
Dude, yeah. But we witnessed this 2 years ago when there was a certain Twitter page that was acknowledged by Mike Sullivan.
Oh yeah, where they been at?
Oh, they've been there. They've been there. They've been vocal.
Oh really?
They've been vocal.
I haven't seen him as much.
But anyway, it's not as, I guess, not as angry tweets as once was.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's fair.
Mike Sullivan name dropped, and it was so obvious because Penguins Twitter reacted to it really, really fast.
Yeah.
But he did name drop this Twitter page that is very similar to ours, but we don't tweet out that kind of stuff. But hey, Josh, we believe that people are watching right now from the Penguins organization. We believe they have an iPad on right in their locker room as they're getting undressed, getting ready for the plane ride.
With us. It's just our
With
two
us.
faces. Yeah.
With our two faces.
Yeah.
And something happened. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, something just broke in your room there. But no, the one thing.
Oh, you figure that out. Yeah, go ahead.
Just talking about Eric Carlson. Brandon has a great comment here. You watched him yesterday. That's awesome, Brandon. I guess you're from the Carolinas. Another person of our community down there in the Carolinas. That's awesome. But then his goal tonight makes up for nothing. I slightly agree with you because at first when the goal took place, yes, I was like, hey, he's back. Like Eric Carlson is one step back, and then he gets the sweet assist to Bunting's goal, and I'm like, okay, here we go. This is the makeup game for Eric Carlson. And then sure enough, like I said, he is the sole defender on each goal against by the Capitals. And I think you're kind of right. Then everything goes back and it everything negates itself. So it's kind of like tonight didn't matter. And you brought up his plus minus. He's at a 0. So yeah,
Not great.
And not that everything needs to be based off of plus minus, because honestly that's a very skewed stat. You could immediately get on the ice after a shift change as they're scoring, and you just got a -1. You didn't have no impact on the goal, but yet you still get a -1. However, just being back at a 0 just shows that after the goal he did nothing. So it's tough. It's tough with Eric Carlson. Hopefully, even though he negated his 2 points with being on the ice for 2 goals, hoping that it is a stepping stone that can get him back going again.
Josh, I want to also talk about Eric Carlson. I don't know what made that noise. It was a very loud noise in this room, and I'm honestly looking to see if anything fell. Don't know. So
get out.
I don't know what's happening.
Nice.
It was really loud. So I don't know what that was. Anyway,
yeah.
Did you
NES
comment?
Said maybe it was a ghost. So
no. Anyway, Eric Carlson, did you talk about his comments after the game yesterday?
No, I just brought up Brandon's comment about how
him being a 0.
Yeah, and the fact that his goal really didn't make up for anything all season.
I agree with that. Yeah, very good
Yeah.
point. Very good acknowledgement there. He also commented after the game, and they said, "Oh, how'd you feel like you played?" He goes, not bad." That was his response to yesterday's play. Not a great response from a Hall of Famer that he knows that he didn't play well. Like there's no question about whether he played well or not. Like he knew he played bad. Obviously he's just speaking to the media 100%. Brandon back up saying he has to be injured. There's no way he would be so blunt about saying he played well in post game interviews. Yeah, but it's also Eric Carlson. He's also very weird. He also says he thinks he is playing well because he thinks he's playing well enough through injury. I'll say this. I think the Penguins would love if he was actually injured because it's a nice little reset. It's a nice scapegoat to try out new line combinations with the defense. I think they would love for Carlson to be hurt right now to try something out. I'm not saying they would not
I don't think so.
long term.
No, because
I'm not saying long term. I'm saying like
no,
couple
I
games.
understand that because the thing is, because what Brandon is alluding to is that his injury took place in the preseason.
Right.
So they would have done that already. They would have sat him to rehab, put him on IR, short-term IR, kind of like what they just did with Rust.
Right,
essentially
exactly.
just to whatever. But I think they would have done that already.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying he's not hurt. That's what I'm making an argument against that.
Oh, gotcha. I see what. Okay,
because
I apologize. I misinterpreted. My bad.
They would have loved for him to be hurt so they can do that. What I think is he's not hurt, which is why they're like, crap, we can't do this. So yeah, Rust is a great example. He's been hurt on and off all season, which is something we aren't winning. We aren't doing well. Don't bring him back so fast, Like why rush him? Yeah, why rush him? I know.
Who would you rather have out there, Rust or Puljujärvi?
Right now, I'd rather have a healthy player than a hurt player who just wants to get back.
Fair enough.
So
right, never mind. We won't play that game then.
Yeah. So my answer would be Puljujärvi if Rust is still hurt. If Rust is healthy now and he's 100%, cool, awesome, great. Thanks for coming back. But if he's like, I'm like 50-50. It depends on the shift, stay out, dude. Stay get healthy and then come back. We saw that with Blake Lizotte. He had a concussion. He took his sweet time coming back, which is good. Which I kind of like Blake Lizotte. He's kind of a diamond in the rough in this, whereas a lot
if we weren't playing so poorly, he'd be a bright spot.
Yeah, because he's fast. He's like small, so he like gets behind the rush, which I really like. He's a Connor Sherry, which I really like. Which I really like. So, but anyway, Blake Lizotte, he was hurt. He took a sweet old time. I feel it's the same way that we should handle Rust. Hey, you're hurt. Take your sweet old time. No need to rush. It's not like we're going on a tear. Like we're losing. Yeah, we would love for you to come back, but rest up, dude. I don't know. I don't know what Erik Karlsson's deal is. My excuse for him last season was he came onto a team where he doesn't have to be the leader anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just living life. Now I'm like, we're kind of looking at him to be a leader again. So it's kind of frustrating where he's just like, I played well. Or, his comments of just being like, we just need to, thank you for I was like, I have no idea what you were referring to. But yeah, I don't know what to take away from this year from Erik Karlsson. His plus minus is trash. His defense is trash. Wait, what? Did Russ get re-injured?
Well, who's
Brandon just mentioned that in the chat. What?
I didn't see anything. He was out there for. I thought I saw him near the end of the game, so I think he's okay. Glass was put on IR today, if that's what you're thinking about. But I did not see anything regarding Rust. At least not before I.
Oh, he was asking. Oh, okay, you were asking, dude. You freaked me out, dude.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
I
that
thought
we're
you were
aware
like,
of.
because this is the time where every reporter is asking the coach questions. So I thought you were like, did Russ just get re-injured? I'm like, no. This proves my point. Stay healthy. Get it. Don't come back. But anyway, no, he was injured. He came back, got injured again. So he's been out. It was got it. I see. Yes. He was. So he was hurt in the beginning of the season. He came back. Then got re-hurt. Was on IR, and he just got taken off IR today and is now playing when we put Glass on IR as well today.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff happening. All I was saying is if he's not 100%, like the theory you have about Carlson not being 100%, then don't play is what I was referring to.
Yep.
But there's someone that we have that's not playing for the Pittsburgh Penguins, but is doing a good job reconditioning. Tristan Jarry is in Wilkes-Barre right now, and he's doing pretty well. Josh, he's doing pretty well. Question: do we keep him there? Just keep him down there all season? What do we do?
No, you can't. So based off of this conditioning stint, which is still so wild to me that you can do this. But
when he's not
hurt, yeah. So like a healthy conditioning thing is only 2 weeks, 14 days. It expires tomorrow. So tomorrow or Sunday. So I'm not sure exactly
I'll look
when
it up. Don't worry. You keep on going.
Yeah, sorry. When he comes up. However,
yeah, they got rocked.
If he comes up, then who did?
Jarry got rocked. It was 5-3 Phantoms
tonight. Yeah. Well, I mean, before tonight he was 4-0 with like a 90% saving average with I think it was like 1.5 goals against. Okay, so that was before coming in tonight. So 5 goals against. Brandon just said 15 saves on 20 shots. Not great. That's not great.
No.
Now, granted, Phantoms, Philly does have a nice farm system, so maybe they're good. I don't know. However, he's going to be brought up. Does Sullivan go 3 goalie?
Yeah, 100%.
Deep?
100%.
I don't think so.
Here's what I'm predicting. We're playing the Dallas Stars on Monday. That's our next game. It's the home game. Dallas Stars are a good hockey team.
Yeah.
You're not bringing Jarry back in the fold. He's a healthy scratch on Monday. It's going to be Blomqvist and net again.
That's crazy to me.
And that's what I think what we're going to do. There is no way. All right, actually, 16. Dude, that's not good. Dude.
Yeah.
So, all right, here we go. I'm going to let me throw that up first. 16 saves on 20 shots.
Yeah.
So, that's not good. This is AHL level, 20 shots, not a good AHL game.
But that's not even a lot.
So yeah, it's not good. That's not a good look for us. Remember, he is supposed to be our starting goaltender in the NHL. 15 saves on 20 shots, 16, excuse me, one was an empty net goal. 16 on 20, not a good look that you want from a starting, especially it happened tonight when his stint is supposed to end tonight. So that's not a good look. We're going into a very good game again. Sorry, very good team on Monday. You healthy scratch him. So he's going to come back. He's going to be healthy scratch for a while until his
That's
mentality
what I'm going
gets
to ask.
better.
Yeah, like at what point do you just carry 3 all season, the rest of the season? Is that what you think they do? Because I don't think so.
You're waiting until one of them sucks. That's honestly what you're doing.
But then okay, so let's say Jari doesn't bounce back. Okay? So it's Jari who continues to be the bad one. Do you just keep scratching him until the end of the season?
I think the waivers topic comes back up.
Well, obviously you try to move him. I get that. But let's just say can't. Let's say they can't move any of the 3. Okay? So it's either
they can't move them?
Yeah, so it's either you drop one of them down or you ride all 3. What do you do?
You drop Jari. Now
that's crazy. I don't no shot.
Blomqvist looked better than Jari did.
I get
all of
that,
last season.
But he's waiver exempt.
Right. So why would you sacrifice the winning? Like, why would you sacrifice wins for what? A contract? No, you're not going to. This is a tough situation that the Penguins are in now. We have 3 goaltenders, and our expected starter sucks. You have an upcoming young guy, which Dubas loves. You have Nedeljkovic, who is consistent. You're going to throw away all of that because Jari's back? No, they're going to try to find a way to move him. They're going to try to find a way to trade him. Now, he's going to get diddly squat for him.
Yeah.
And that's the unfortunate thing. We're probably going to have to retain some money, which is not going to be part of the plan. So he's going to wait until he has to do that. But I think the first thing that comes to mind, drop him down. Waivers. Let him play out all year in Wilkes-Barre. Congratulations, Blom. Blom played phenomenal tonight. He just proved that he's ready for the NHL level.
And I get that, but at the same time, like, there's only so much playing time that you can get up here, and that's where I feel like because you're going to have the pressure of that contract to play him, Jari. So, that's where it's hard. I don't. But
you got to win, you know. If and that goes back to my argument yesterday. If we're not about winning, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So and that's the thing. I think in the perfect world, to answer your question, let's start all 3. You know, let's ride 3 goaltenders all season long and see how that works out. Ethan in the chat says you think he'll start Jari against Columbus. Yeah, throw him up against Columbus.
That's not a bad idea.
You know, like throw him up against easy targets. But then yet again, we're the easy target. You know, like we're not really one to talk right now about throwing up easy games. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, no. All right, sorry. We're going to throw this chat up because I disagree, Brandon. We should all have an open mind that Ned could end up being the scratch and the goalie that is waived. Maybe the scratch. I'll agree with you on the scratch, not waived. Definitely not waived. I think he has been more consistent and he has saved us more than Jari has all last season. Jari's in trouble. And I think that should be apparent because we put him to Wilkes-Barre. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, don't worry about the Pittsburgh Penguins record right now. All alarms are going off for our goaltending. Why would you take our number 1 guy and put him to Wilkes-Barre? We're technically rocking our backup and our 3rd string goaltender, and they're outperforming him even at an AHL level. This is a very bad situation. Very bad situation. And honestly, we're at a place where we can't risk losing for a guy with a bad contract. So all I'm saying is Blom, Ned, they've been playing better than Jari. I would see them bring up all three and just rotate them on certain days.
That's what
But
I was just wondering. Do you
don't
think you do
Ned
that
is going to get waived?
like kind of like a third, like a kind of like a pitching rotation, in
Yeah.
baseball? Like you kind of just do, maybe one guy 2 nights, another guy 2 nights, and then the third guy 2 nights, and kind of just see who gets hot. And like Sullivan tried to do with Ned, but I was so annoyed that Ned started last night because all last year, especially late in the year, and so far this year, Ned has proven that 3 is his max. Like the third game is shaky.
Yeah, but
that is his max. He cannot go 4 games. He cannot.
Yep,
So why
but-
would you go 4 against Carolina? Put Blom in. We may have gotten 3 points out of the 2 games instead of just 2. Just saying. I acknowledged your hand.
Thank you. That was a test to see if he's our new starter. That was a test.
Okay, but he
hold on.
had that test at the end of the season last year, and we didn't make the playoffs because of it.
I know, but it's a different world we live in than last season, and I think we can all agree. I think we can all agree. Thank you. I think we can all agree it's a different world, and Jari was still in 1 or the 2 slot last season.
Yeah.
Now, you can argue that he's probably Wilkes-Barre's best goaltender, but he belongs in
100%.
Wilkes-Barre. Belongs in Wilkes-Barre. And that's just not good. 16 on 20, not great. Not great. Just not. And I know the stats. Remember, they're stats. Eye test. They complement each other. It's not just one or the other. Remember that, Brandon. So
Hey, Brandon called you the Sidney Crosby of Call of Duty earlier.
then he hasn't watched my live streams because that's just. But so anyway, I honestly think in a perfect world, this is the perfect world. Jari comes back up. He gets healthy scratched on Monday. Then they do a rotation. They send Blomqvist back down to Wilkes-Barre to finish the year.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's a perfect world because Jari regained his confidence and he's the number 2 goaltender in Wilkes-Barre. Pittsburgh. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Number 2 goalie in Pittsburgh. Jari will not come back to be the starter.
Whoa.
Anyway. That's my prediction. You're not just going to bring him up and then feed him to the wolves. I think you're going to bring him up and slowly. No.
Well, you don't call him up and start him Monday. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you need to get him back to the point where he believes he's the number 1. Because again, this isn't about him being a.
Yeah, true, Brandon.
Like.
Yeah. That's
what?
the perfect thing. He goes, in a perfect world, Jari
exactly.
comes back and is the best.
Yes.
I agree.
Because
That's
it's all up here.
world.
It's all up here for him. So you got to build it into his psyche that he is still the guy in Pittsburgh. So you need to have him, when he comes up, be put in that position so that he can start believing that again. Right, to the point where he took the job from Matt Murray. Like, we need that Jari back. We need the Jari that took the job.
We need the Jari that went phenomenal in Wilkes-Barre.
Which he was, and that's how he took the job from Matt Murray.
All right, here we go. So this week, upcoming week, I'm just going to lay out. And
then we'll wrap it up.
Games. Yeah, correct. Dallas Stars on Monday. Detroit on Wednesday. Columbus on Friday. San Jose on Saturday, excuse me. That 15, 16 days sounds like a Blomqvist Jari if I've ever seen one. Or a Blomqvist
Friday, Saturday next week.
Friday, Saturday. That's a Jari and Nedeljkovic weekend.
No, that's a Jari and Blomqvist. You're right. That's Jari and Blomqvist.
Yeah, but Ned has kind of been struggling. I as soon as I said Blomqvist, I was like, yeah, Ned kind of needs to pick me up too.
Nope, give it to the young guy.
All right, ready? Blom gets to start on Monday. This is my prediction, everyone. Blom gets to start on Monday against the Dallas Stars. You want to see if he can actually compete against really good hockey teams? That's what you're going to get on Monday. Wednesday, Nedeljkovic. Friday. Now, both of these games, Jari's going to be a healthy scratch. Friday, he is going to come off of that, and he will start against Friday against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Ned will probably be the healthy scratch on that game. And then on Friday, you start Nedeljkovic, have Jari back him up. Or Blom, regardless. I would like to see Ned in that weekend, but Josh, Mike Sullivan loves the hot hand. And Blom has the hot hand as of right now. Start him against the Stars on Monday. But regardless.
You're not going to let me try? You're not going to let me?
I'm sorry.
Because I disagree with you. I disagree
All right,
with you.
Monday. Who starts?
You ready for this hot take? You ready for this?
Go for it. Josh, I'm ready.
So I think that we're going to go Nedeljkovic Monday.
Interesting.
We're going to go Blomqvist on Wednesday. And then Jari Friday. Now listen.
Jari Saturday.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No goalies going back to back, Josh. No way.
Yes.
You're never going to see that. That's feeding him to the Wolves. That's
just hear me out. Just hear me out.
They're not going to do that. That's Josh.
No.
What? It's not Wilkes-Barre. This is the NHL.
Yeah.
Remember,
a hockey puck's a hockey puck. What are we talking about here?
Well, the level is a little different.
Sure. But
okay.
not to knock these teams here or anything, but Columbus and San Jose, I mean, you're talking close to AHL teams here.
All right, Josh. So are the Pittsburgh Penguins.
But yeah, I'm not knocking that either. You're not wrong.
Okay. If I'm the coach coming into Pittsburgh for this back-to-back, I'm saying crush them. Crush. Penguins are bleeding. Brandon says Jari plays all four. That's wrong too. Listen, I honestly think, we said, you know what?
Let's do it.
We send Blomqvist and Ned down.
Yeah, I was going to say just ride Jari.
Just ride Jari. There's no other option.
Yeah.
Anyway.
6 goals on 6 shots. Too bad. Yeah. Stay in there.
I honestly believe you will never see Mike Sullivan do Jari back-to-back. Ever.
We'll see.
All right, Josh. I think Jari. Does it have to be 2 weeks?
Yes. It's only 14 days.
Are you sure about that? Can't they just put him down for another 14 days?
I don't know if you can do a back-to-back. Great question. That wasn't explained to me in this. I think it was either that Frank Saravilli guy or who's the Elliot Friedman. Either one of them put out like bullets when it first happened as to like why this was acceptable because like he wasn't hurt. So they put out bullet points and it like none of it mentioned anything about doing it a second time.
Do it again.
Yeah.
On doing it all season.
Yeah. So I don't know the rule about that, but I do remember seeing 14 days. So it's 14 days. It's not 14 games. It's not 14 business days. It is 14 days.
So
Brandon makes a good point. Thank you, Brandon. I didn't see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
So they're calling him up.
Yeah. So yes, they are. Or they're pulling the trigger on the waivers thing. There's a lot of variations they could do. In a perfect world, we can all acknowledge Jari would come up and all of a sudden his mind is right Vezina trophy coming in hot. You know, like, wow, that's
Yeah.
great. Great job, Jari. The second option, he comes up and gets benched, and he's just chilling on a healthy scratch for the rest of the season. He'll play every now and then, but a healthy scratch. Or Sullivan goes, I got 3 goalies. I'm going to rotate them all in and out and do that. Or
And here's
you
the thing.
send Blom down, and then it's done.
This is probably ignorance on my part, but like I didn't know you could carry 3. I didn't know you could carry 3.
You have to do a healthy scratch.
Yeah, sure. But yeah. But like if that's the case, to be honest, I know it would probably jack up the rest of the roster. Maybe keep 3. Keep 3 or 4. Like let's go. Let's get a no, like
let's
seriously, like a
goalie.
Listen. Like a baseball pitching rotation. You telling me that's not?
You changed the way hockey is done, Josh.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not making fun of you. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Oh, you want to talk about like people talking crazy when freaking the NBA started doing like Steph Curry revolutionized the game because he wasn't a true point guard. He was a point guard who shot. That's not the point guard's role. That's the 2 guard, which is called the shooting guard. That was his role. So when Steph Curry started coming in and they started playing small ball where your center is still, out on the wing, everyone is spread out above the 3-point line. Everyone thought that was the stupidest thing ever. Well, guess what? We're bringing the stupidest thing ever to the Pittsburgh Penguins. We're bringing a goalie rotation, 3 deep. I don't even care. Bring up Gauthier. Let's go 4 deep. Let's go.
Josh,
I don't care.
To encourage your idea, let's start introducing this.
Let's do
you
it,
know what I'm
man.
saying? You have a starting pitcher.
Like a reliever.
Hey, guys, 3rd period. We're looking a little rough. Hey, Ned, you're in, bud. Honestly, I love it. I'm not making fun of you. I honestly think we would have to dress like 3 guys, though. And we would just sit there and be like, hey, Ned, start warming up in the back.
Yeah, yeah, that's true, too. Yeah, you got to start warming up. You can't just go in cold.
Hey, who's the worst player right now? Carlson. Ned, go warm up in the back. So, like, you just see Carlson, like, in the hallway, just
in the hallway.
Yeah. He's like... Honestly, why not, dude? And then on like a TV timeout, Ned, take a lap. Like just go out there,
skate around.
Get
Exactly. Yeah.
Come back in. All right. There's like a power play coming up, and you're like, oh, I don't think Jari's gonna do it. Timeout, dude. Come on out. You go in. And start doing that.
Yeah.
Why not change
situational?
The game?
Yeah. Situational goalies.
Goaltending.
Yeah.
Did we just revolutionize hockey?
I've always wondered because no one usually does it because once you pull a goalie, like why you don't really put him back in? You can put him back in, right?
Yeah, there's nothing against that.
Right? So you could just
every
other shift.
Usually just like your day is done. Yeah, just like all right, first line's out. Jars, you're up. And then it's like all right, they're in the defensive zone. Change now. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with changing like offense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Brandon. Is that a good thing or bad thing, dude?
Yeah. But like honestly, if I'm the coach, I'm taking your idea to a next level. Have 3 goalies and do lines. Power play.
That's too much.
That's too much, Josh.
That's too much.
We're talking about getting a goalie warmed up in the locker room.
One bad pass, they launch it down and score.
That's Josh. That's how the Penguins are playing right now. I don't know what you're talking about. One bad pass, and it is going the opposite way. I don't know how many turnovers I saw where I'm like, here we go. It's an offensive rush.
That is true.
Yeah. Anyway, I love the idea. I think we just revolutionized hockey. I know you're watching, Mike Sullivan. Put that into practice. Now, here's the thing. This is the biggest gamble of your coaching career. Either it works and you change the way we do hockey, just like Herb Brooks introducing the Canadian and the Russian school of hockey thought, Either it works and it changes the game, or it doesn't and you get absolutely laughed out of the building. So it's kind of up to you. But I'm just saying, if it works, and then we're rolling 3. Honestly, why not do 4 goalies, Josh?
That's what I just said. Bring up Gauthier. Let's go.
Just
4.
no one in Wilkes-Barre.
Yeah, I know. That's true too.
Yeah, but
They're looking good. Keep someone
Are
down
they?
there. We'll go 3. I'm telling you, they are.
relievers.
They are.
I like the reliever idea.
I don't like the reliever idea mid-game, but I like the baseball pitching rotation idea.
I kind of like the mid-game reliever. I'm not joking. Like, man, you do that anyway when the team is getting rocked. You go, all right, switch up the goalies.
Yeah, but then they're allowed a warm-up period. Not not.
No, they're not.
No, I mean they skate around the net a little bit. They do their little.
Just letting you know, that is not in the rule book. They're just doing it during a TV timeout or a timeout. That's the only reason why they had that allotted time to get ready. So if that's the case, why not use it for an offensive mentality, not a defensive mentality? We're up 4-0? Dude, rest up, buddy. I'm going to start you tomorrow. Finish off the game strong.
It's not bad.
We just revolutionized hockey. You guys are welcome. All right. Josh, you know why we came up with this great idea and why we had the energy to create this idea?
Because I had 2 of these today.
Josh, you had 2 of them. You're getting addicted, aren't you? You're getting
a little bit. I was telling
fun,
Lauren.
Right? It's fun.
I was telling Lauren, like, it's like this is probably going to be the death of me because like
it's great.
It's not carbonated. It's not like gross tasting. It's not super heavy.
Thanks, Brandon.
I literally I downed it and
it's
just
so good.
So easy going down. Like it's not grainy. Like you got to shake it. And if you give it a light shake, it's grainy. But like if you
shake it up,
shake it all the way up. Yeah. Yeah.
Boom,
like
you're done, dude.
My son's got a double ear infection. I was up so much last night. It was like I had a newborn and I was in the hospital with him. That's how much I was up last night. Took one this morning. Took one like it's like a drug. I drank one this morning, and then I drank one literally at the second intermission. 2.
So good. Well, see, Josh, show your shaker because you could get 2 sizes. This is the 25 ounce, and obviously that's half. So you get scoops. I have 2 scoops in this baddie. Josh probably has 1 scoop in that baddie. That looks like water, Josh.
This is just water right now. Yeah.
Wow.
This is just water.
Are you selling the people on a fake product right now?
No, I told you I drank mine in the second intermission.
Is it safe to snort? Brandon, we're actually worried about you. This actually is an intervention.
This is not a live stream,
right,
Brandon. We are all here just for you.
This Penguins Collective has just been a ruse to talk to you about your drug addiction.
We've been trying to find you for 4 years, Brandon.
Yeah. So we created this thing for you to find us. Anyway, I guess I'll say it's not FDA approved, but go ahead and snort that, dude. However you get your energy. But
I mean, Louie was dry scooping it.
when we opened it up. I don't even know what is that word? I'm not going to say it online.
I think I know what it is.
Is it up your butt?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah,
we're not going to put the comment on there, Brandon, but we believe it's when you put drugs up your butt or alcohol up your butt or both. So congratulations.
Or whatever.
Hey guys, let's get back to the ad. So Rogue Energy, we partnered up with them.
If they watch this,
awesome.
they're gonna say, "What?"
They're gonna be like, "Snorting what?" It's really good. It really is. Ethan in the chat, he got some recently, and he liked his what are they called? The free sample packs.
Oh yeah.
And he ordered a tub immediately, and he was like, these are great. So they're great tasting. They really are. I've always been a Ghost guy. Same thing. The scoops, the shakers. I've always liked Ghost. This rivals Ghost. And I'm not just saying that. It really does. It does taste great. The only thing I haven't tried, which I'm not going to endorse until I try it, the cans that there are that it is carbonated. So it is like an energy drink. I want to try those, but if you want to take a swig at it, go ahead. Go ahead and order it. They are doing 50% off cans right now, so if you want to go get them.
Yeah.
But I am going to fully endorse this. The shakers are so good. I have Rocket Pop. I tried Rocket Pop. This Rocket Pop, it's blue. I don't know if you can tell. Blue. Rocket Pop's super good, and but I like strawberry kiwi a little bit more. I'm gonna be honest. Love strawberry kiwi a little bit more.
I'm looking for another tub, so that may be the one.
So I'm also going to try hydration next. So they have hydration, not just energy, which is kind of like liquid IV. So it just kind of helps you retain water, and it's really good. And it helps you retain water. Yep.
You know what one that I had? It was part of the free sample that I got. Tiger Blood.
Nice, dude.
It was so good.
Tiger
it was
Blood?
so good. Yeah, it was good. I was
maybe I'll get a tub.
I was like, this is my last one. I haven't tried it yet because like there's like no description of what kind of flavor it is. It just says Tiger Blood. So I have no idea what I'm expecting. I'm just like, all right, if it's trash, it's my last one. I'll just scoop a Rocket Pop in there. I put it in. I was like, oh, okay.
This is nice.
Nice.
Research shows that Tiger Blood that 60% of the time, it works every time, Josh. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do know what you're saying.
That was an
I don't think it's the same thing, but you're right.
No, yeah. That was the Panther. Panther sweater or something. This is Tiger's
Panther
blood.
Sweater?
No, sweat. What is it called?
I don't know, but it's Panther something. Isn't Tiger Blood? Isn't that what Charlie Sheen said?
Yeah, something like that. Brandon would know. It sounds like he's friends with Charlie Sheen. All right. Anyway, Josh, let's wrap up this ad. Okay, people are sick and tired of us talking about Rogue so much. Guys, you could go to rogueenergy.com/Pens Collective. Use promo code TPC10. That's TPC10 for 10% off your entire order. Now, sometimes 10% just doesn't cut it, but they have some other discount codes. As long as you use rogueenergy.com/Pens Collective, we still get a bump from that. So if you guys want to use that promo code and then, that link and use whatever promo code that saves you the most money, go do that. Go save. The economy's rough right now, guys. Go save some money. But just use our link. Just use our link.
Because again, time's tough.
Time's tough. We're not doing this because we just super love energy. But we appreciate you. Hey, Josh, where can they follow us? Where can they interact with us?
Yeah, pretty much every single platform that is out there, I think we are on. Mm-hmm. I don't think right? I think we hit them all. The only thing
we're on everything.
The only thing we don't have is Snapchat, okay? But don't expect that coming anytime soon. So we have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have X, formerly known as Twitter, Instagram, Twitch.
Yeah.
What's the dancing one? TikTok. That's how old I am.
Wow. What's the dancing one? All right. And for the
YouTube,
record, we don't dance on TikTok.
We don't do any dancing on that one. YouTube, we are everywhere, and our handle across the board is @Pens Collective. I was bored last week, and I was cross-referencing follows. Guys, there's a discrepancy, okay? Numbers don't match. And
what are we doing?
Let's be honest here. We all probably have at least 2 or 3 of these platforms that we are on individually. So just do us a favor. Even if you're not active on one of those platforms, just subscribe. Just hit like.
Are you saying that these lovely people don't follow us on all platforms?
Correct. Just it's all I'm
what?
asking. Just follow us, like,
I'm
subscribe,
distraught.
whatever the platform offers. It would be greatly appreciated. And then in terms of our audio version of the podcast, that is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts,
Google Podcasts.
wherever you listen to it. Same thing, whatever platform. Just go on and just like, subscribe, leave us a 5-star review. It'd be greatly appreciated. I think I nailed everything.
Right. Discord. We have a Discord. I know we already mentioned it earlier.
Yeah. Yep.
Discord /Pens Collective. Now I will say we're not active the most on Insta or Facebook. Twitter is our thing. We're on Twitter a lot.
Sure.
And obviously YouTube. So make sure, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. When we go live, you'll get notified. Josh crushed everything. We'll see you guys Monday night. Oh, one more thing. No weekly episode this week. There was no weekly episode.
Yeah, sorry. That's my bad.
No, it's not really. I postponed the recording because I was like, I'm tired. And then last night when we were going to record it, Josh dealing with the baby. And I was like, yeah, no episode. I feel like that's a safe bet. So it's okay. You get us live Monday night against the Dallas Stars. We'll see you there. Guys.
Hey, Louie. Who'd you vote for?
Who'd I vote for?
Not doing it.
Donald Trump. Let's go, Pens.
It's Crosby. Crosby on Trinidad shot. Penguins win it!
Buckle up, baby. Are you kidding me?
We're a collective.
Trump.
I'm in my zone. I woke up today, feeling brand new, nothing in my way. Sun gon' shine, yeah, it's here to stay. And I'm gonna say what I need to say. Hey, I'm feeling free. Everybody watching me doing me. Go ahead and look, cause you gon' see that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm doing me.